Breaking news coming out of Trinidad and Tobago. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Kamla Bissar, has reiterated her support for the United States of America war in the Caribbean. Yes, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Kamla, has said boldly in a statement that she wants to let everybody else know that she still supports the war by the United States of America in the Caribbean. This comes after the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda would have said again that he would like the Caribbean to remain a zone of peace. Several Caribbean leaders came out and said they want the Caribbean to remain a zone of peace. But the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago says she doesn't care what sophisticated words people use and all the fancy diplomacy and all of that. The reality is that Trinidad and Tobago has a drug problem, and she prefers that the drug leaders be killed than regular citizens. Now, the United Nations head of human rights came out and condemned the United States of America killing in the Caribbean. There has been several boats, up to 16 boats blown up, and up to 64 persons dead so far in the United States of America war in the Caribbean. Now, the US is just not staying in the Caribbean. They are meddling in the affairs of Nigeria as well. Just a few days ago, Donald Trump said that he would have ordered the Pentagon to start looking into how to strike Nigeria because of religious disputes. Nigeria is 50% Muslim, 50% Christian, but there's a Muslim group in Nigeria called Boko Haram that the United States of America says is a terrorist organization, and they are prepared to strike Nigeria as a result. Now, since that, the president of Nigeria has agreed to meet with Donald Trump in Washington, D.C. Some say that that is because Trump is not coming to Africa anytime soon. So Tinubu, the Prime President of Nigeria, has agreed to meet Donald Trump in Washington, D.C. But since that, China came out and said that they are calling on the United States of America to desist and stop meddling in Nigeria's affairs, economic affairs, because some are saying that the US is trying to destabilize Africa and the Caribbean. Now, there are only one Caribbean leader that supports the US war so far, and that is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, who would have said publicly several times, the latest being about a day ago, that she continued to support the United States of America war on drugs in the Caribbean, and this is meant to keep Trinidad and Tobago safe, because She said if the US, she prefers the US kill persons involved in drugs than citizens of her country. Now, Venezuela would have stopped their agreement with Trinidad and Tobago. They had an oil and gas agreement. That agreement has been suspended, and Venezuela would have said to Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana that any strike that the United States of America makes on Venezuelan soil, they will retaliate, and the consequences will be devastating for Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana. Guyana is right, it's bordering Venezuela. Trinidad and Tobago is just across the water, the closest landmass across the water to Venezuela. So it's very close and striking distance. This is very dangerous business we are dealing with in the Caribbean, my friends. This is no joke. I want you to comment your thoughts and opinion and let me know what you think about this topic. The US war in the Caribbean, the US threats to Nigeria, Trinidad and Tobago supporting the United States of America, war in the Caribbean. The US says that the war is against drugs, but so far all we would have heard is that there are 15, 16 boats destroyed and up to 64 persons dead. Now, dead people cannot say anything. So we are unsure of who were on those boats, and if drugs was on those boats, we don't know. We just have to take the United States of America's word for it. And that is not good business, my friends. That is not a good thing. That is why the United Nations Human Rights Chair would have condemned these attacks, saying that they are unlawful, my friends. If you're watching this channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel. The mission of this channel is to bridge the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. The Caribbean nation islands make up the largest African diaspora, where CARICOM several up to 20 something Caribbean nations, my friends, of black African descent and heritage and culture, my friends. So this channel, I react to breaking news that affect our people, whether on the African continent or in the African diaspora, because the mission is to bridge the gap between our people on the African continent and in the diaspora. Let us build the bridge, my friends. Direct flights, direct trade, direct relationships. The opportunities are endless. Africa and the Caribbean, that is the way to go, my friends. I've been saying this for a long, long time, and I mean it. So if you believe in this mission, you can become a member of my channel by clicking the link in this description box and sign up to become a member of this channel. And your membership will go a long way in supporting this very worthy mission of bringing our people together worldwide. Starts here with information, but it will expand in many other things. Starting December 21st, there will be direct flights from Nigeria via Ghana straight to Antigua and Barbuda, then dispersed to Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica. This is a big plus, and it will be a once, I think, monthly flight or once weekly flight. I'm not too certain, but I know the flights will start the 21st of December, just in time for Christmas. Isn't that wonderful news? We're making progress, my friends, and we will continue to make more and more progress as the days, weeks, months, years go by. So I say thank you for watching. Thank you for your continued participation. Make sure to comment your thoughts and opinion, and let me know what you think about this topic. Like the video, share it with all your friends and family. Definitely subscribe to this channel. I also have a travel channel called Beyond Travel. The link is in this description box as well. It's my other channel. You can go on over and subscribe to that channel as well. But my friends, I would like to say to you, thank you for coming through, and comment your thoughts and opinion. Like the video, share it with all your friends and family, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Much love from the Caribbean. Let me know where you're watching from, and let's have a wonderful interactive conversation. I'll be waiting for your wonderful comments. I do read your comments. I may not respond to all, but I do read your comments. So please comment your thoughts and opinion, and let's have a wonderful interactive conversation. Bye bye, and much love.